Hello, church, and welcome to our Midweek Pastor's Update for Wednesday, April 22nd. Today is Earth Day, and as I noted in my sermon on Sunday, it's the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. And so I hope that you are celebrating it in one way or another, educating yourself, getting out there, making a difference in whatever ways you can, or just getting out there and enjoying this beautiful day with your family or with yourself, just getting some time outside to breathe in this fresh air. It's a gorgeous day today. So I hope this update finds you well. Couple news and notes just to start off with. I like to start these updates with just a few things like that. The first one is yesterday we had our first live Zoom Bible study, and I couldn't have been more pleased with how it all worked out. We had 15 or 16 participants. It was a lot of fun, great to have the interaction, to see the faces. And so I want to say that if you didn't get a chance to join us and would like to next week, it's going to be Tuesdays at 9 a.m. Pacific time. If you'd like to get on the list to be invited to the live class, please send an email to our church secretary, Barb Grandstaff. You'll find her email on the church website. Second is I would like to reassure people. I've been getting some questions from folks, and it's starting to come up in the news where you're hearing about the reopening of the economy and different states and different communities kind of getting ready to ramp up. And certainly it's going to happen at one point, one time or another. And when the time is right, we will open our doors. I know we all can't wait to either return to work or just be able to get out and see each other in different ways and go to restaurants and support our local economy. All those things are very important. But just know that along with the church leadership, I am maintaining contact and, getting best practices from colleagues, from our Northern California, Nevada conference leadership, from the state government, from all those sources. We're paying attention, and we're gonna operate pretty conservatively here with opening our church doors again. We don't want to rush into anything. We know that we want to do the best we can to protect people. So while I can't wait to see you in live and in person and hugs and all those wonderful things that make this community such a rich, caring place, we will just do the best we can to take our time and ensure that we only open our doors when it's the right time. The last thing I'd like to say is that 5 times during the year, we have these special offerings that are to support the ministry, the broader ministry of the United Church of Christ. And I want to thank everyone for the way they've maintained their regular tithes and offerings and special gifts that people have been sending in. It's really helped everything in this difficult time. But those special offerings also still continue, and the work of the Greater United Church of Christ still continues. And so on May 10th, we are scheduled to receive another one of those special offerings called Strengthen the Church. Now, given that we're meeting in a virtual way, you don't have to wait until May 10th to send a check in. But if you do write a check, and this is separate from the regular tithes and offerings, just note in the memo line that it's for Strengthen the Church. Now, what is Strengthen the Church? Well, it has to do with supporting, say, new church starts, or different types of ministries, youth ministries, innovations in ministry. And when you think about it, this time that we're in right now has been a huge step forward in innovation for ministry. I mean, look what we're doing. We're managing it, and we're trying to engage each other and stay connected, stay in relationship using technology. So innovation is all around us. So we're doing it, and this Strengthen the Church offering will help the United Church of Christ on a broader level support those churches that have maybe less resources than what we are blessed to have. So I hope you will consider supporting that extra offering that we are receiving. And again, if you send a check, please do note Strengthen the Church in the memo line of your check. So thank you. So my reflection for today is that on this Earth Day, I want to do something a little different. So I'm going to offer a meditation, and it is based on a poem by a wonderful, wonderful poet, and I'll say it in the context of the video. But I'm going to take some videos and incorporate some pictures and guide you through a meditation in honor of Earth Day, but also in honor of this community that we love, this sacred space that, I'm up in my office now, and that's just all around us, and the blooms and the beauty of this area. And so I offer this as a loving send up to the beauty that surrounds us and the beauty that is within each one of you in this church, in this congregation, whether you're a part of our congregation here in Auburn or whether you're watching this from states that are far away from California. So anyway, I hope you enjoy it. The Eyes of Jesus by John O'Donohue. I imagine the eyes of Jesus were harvest brown, the light of their gazing suffused with the seasons, the shadow of winter, the mind of spring, the blues of summer, and amber of harvest. A gaze that is perfect sister to the kindness that dwells in his beautiful hands. The eyes of Jesus gaze on us, stirring in the heart's clay the confidence of seasons that never lose their way to harvest. This gaze knows the signature of our heartbeat, the first glimmer from the dawn that dreamed our minds, the crevices where thoughts grow long before the longing in the bone sends them towards the mind's eye. The artistry of the emptiness that knows to slow the hunger of outside things until they weave into the twilight side of the heart. A gaze full of all that is still future, looking out for us to glimpse the jeweled light in winter stone, quickening the eyes that look at us, to see through to where words are blind to say what we would love. Forever falling softly on our faces, his gaze plies the soul with light, laying down a luminous layer. Beneath our brief and brittle days, until the appointed dawn comes, assured and harvest deft, to unravel the last black knot, and we are back home in the house that we have never left. Okay, friends, thank you again for watching, and I hope you'll join us this coming Sunday for our virtual worship service. Until we meet again, I hope you are all thriving and filled with the peace of Christ. Amen.